Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stadium game. So, this is a game where I go completely beast mode, DPS Moira, chain grasp style. Let's see how it goes. We're up against a Sigma, a Pharah, an Ashe, a Wu Yang, and a Jetpack Cat. On our team, we've got Hazard, Tracer, Mei, me on Moira, and a Zenyatta as we go straight for the enemy backline, noticing that they were very slow out of spawn. Ashe does get taken down. Item wise, we're on electrolytes. We've got the medkit gadget so that we can trigger chain grasp more often. Also, it gives us some health, self heal. And then we're on weapon grease here. There's a couple of games in this. This first one, I just wanted to showcase it because, yeah, we completely demolish. But also, because it kind of leads into the second game, we're up against a couple of flyers. You know, there's a good Pharah player on the enemy team. The Jetpack Cat's annoying as well. And in the next game, we are going to be up against a few more flyers. Some grouped players as well, so make sure to stick around for that one. But either way, round one, we're kind of just locking them into the spawn. Go here to save the Mei. Didn't quite save the Mei, but just killed the Pharah because she had to reload there. So, yeah, we're still just hanging around their spawn, trying to get some damage over onto the Ashe. Just about to take her down. Got Coalescence as well. Is it going to intimidate them? A little bit. That's why we used it, mostly for intimidation. See if we can get some healing over onto our tank. We're not going to get any kills because Coalescence is a terrible ult. Pharah pushing us. Okay, that's alright. Going to fade back just to allow ourselves to bounce a heal orb, get a bit of healing. Get our cooldowns back. Jetpack Cat wasn't sure if they were going for us then, so we faded. As the enemy Sigma does get taken down. Tracer taken down. The Wu Yang as well. And, okay, well, Ashe died. That also happened. We've already got 3k damage. Like, this was going to start out as a, what I would consider a standard Moira build. So, everybody's been kind of struggling to find their go-to build, and I think now we should be looking really at the hybrid builds. Put a bit less reliance on chain grasp and a bit more onto the orbs. The like standard orb build, debuff build, I don't really like it right now. I don't feel like it works too good. I feel like we should definitely be using more of Moira's grasp. But I know that that's some people's favourite build and they're not very happy with this season because things have changed. Coalescence for self-sustain. We were 1 second off a fade. We just wanted to heal ourselves up, fade, and then come back in with Coalescence. It is a very long ultimate. You don't have to use the whole thing on your team and the enemy team. You can use a few seconds of it just to get your health back up. Don't mind dropping it though because we are on a chain grasp build, so Coalescence is highly optional. Ashe getting a shot on us there. Just stripping our electrolytes off of us. Hazard jumping in. See if we can get the chain grasp. It does go through the Sigma shield. Obviously the first attack hits the shield itself, and then beyond that chain grasp will hit the Sigma behind it. That's why we're quite happy to just attack that. Wu Yang taken down. Sigma on us. Fade jump up top, but I'm going to rotate around. Our Hazard does go down. Enemy team making some progress here. Just going to get onto the high ground. It should keep us safe. A little bit safe from the Sigma. And we do manage to clean that up. 1-0 the score. 6k damage in round one. With over 16k cash generated. This match is just full on. So I always like to talk about activity levels. And, you know, you've got to be active with Moira. Like, be really, really active. Always look for something to do. This is an example of that. Like, it's a masterclass example of that. It's not the best that you could play Moira. We definitely could have done a bit more healing. And I know there's always a couple of people in the comments just like, oh, you don't heal. Moira's meant to heal. Not when you play her like this, she's not. So, 3-tap Tommy Gun, Stratosphere Beacon, considering Frenzy Amplifier. 3-tap Tommy Gun, by the way, is broken. Like, it's an insane item, and when you've gone Chain Grasp Cross Orbal, you're using all of it. Because it gives ability power and attack speed. So Cross Orbal is going to use the ability power, Chain Grasp the attack speed, Coalescence uses both. And then the little effect that they've changed this to, where it deals like 5% of their current life over time, 3 instances of it. Well, Moira triggers it instantly. Every time you use a gadget, it triggers it. So we also took Exo Springs this round, which acts like a gadget but isn't a gadget. So it's just a case of, you know, we fire an orb, we trigger 3-tap Tommy Gun, we use our Exo Boot Springs, whatever it's called, we trigger 3-tap Tommy Gun, we use our Med Kit, we trigger 3-tap Tommy Gun, and then we use our Fade, probably to escape, but can also use it to trigger 3-tap Tommy Gun. And all of them are going to trigger Chain Grasp as well. So the synergy of this build so far is just very, very strong. Yeah, that's all I can say. 3-tap just works with this. It's not the most attack speed that you can get. You know, we can opt for a load of blue items instead, but we earn so much money, I felt like we can go for that and still get, you know, weapon grease compensator. And at the moment, we're just kind of fearless because we know how much damage we're doing, especially to the tanks who have more life. But it really does hurt everybody, especially with Chain Grasp. The other reason why I really like the item, I mean, it's broken. I wish they would fix it. But the reason why I really like using it right now is because sometimes I'll use the gadgets when there's only one player in view. And that wouldn't make sense if you're using the gadgets to trigger Chain Grasp. But with 3-tap Tommy Gun, you just want to trigger them whenever you're attacking somebody. Like, forget about Chain Grasp. Chain Grasp is optional. So you want to use the gadgets and just try and get the 3-tap Tommy Gun like stacks onto them. So our team's doing pretty well right now. I mean, we're, again, just fearless. Muyang a bit low. Try and Chain Grasp off the shield. Didn't work. Wait for some cooldowns. Pharah does boop us though, so we're going to have to fade. Thinking about Coalescence. Okay. The Sigma is still quite scary here, by the way. Even though we do a lot of damage, the Sigma's gone for the little hyperspheres that spin around them. You can see them on his body now, and when he walks into you and you're a 318 health squishy Moira, that hurts. You'll see. Like, the combo still kind of wrecks. Wuyang ults here, we're saving our Fade. Okay, we do escape that one. But again, looking to go straight back in. Pharah up there, or bit of damage there. The Pharah boops us forward to kill the Pharah. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. Jetpack Cat trying to fly away. Chain Grasp. 3-tap Tommy Gun as well. Oh, we don't dodge it. The wall save though. We said thank you for that one. Recognizing that one. Got to show some appreciation for the plays from the team. You know, you get rezzed by a Mercy. You say thank you, you're probably going to get rezzed again. It's weird how that works. Okay, Pharah, wrong place. Wuyang now, we used our med kit. Fade now for more stacks. We've got no cooldowns just yet. Coalescence will do though. Wow, he just walked into us and took us down from like 323 health to 72 or something. Yeah, when he's built up those hyperspheres, it hurts. So you'll see it's our Hazard. Looks like Hazard's going to get eliminated here as well. Enemy team catching up a little bit. Pharah again going for another target. Exo boots to try and get stacks. We managed to take them down. Muyang's there. We thought he was going to run outside, but still get the stacks. Damage comes out onto him. Sigma, we're going to run away from this. I had Fade. I didn't respect the damage, even though less than 30 seconds ago he did the exact same thing to me. Did not respect the damage. Just thought, oh, I can wait a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to adjust to certain heroes' powers. Stacks over onto the Pharah again. Fade up around the corner. Pharah's on us though. Missed a shot. Might have been able to take us down there, but okay, this time we respected the damage. Look at the distance I'm keeping. Rock comes in. We're going to fade. Hazard does jump in and save the day. Fired the orb over towards the rest of the team, but targeted the Ashe because they seemed isolated. Jump up onto the high ground now. Try and chase the Ashe, actually. Jetpack Cat got us with the ult, but no one was on the objective. Over 11k damage this round. Nearly 12k damage. Nearly 15k cash. I told you, we go kind of beast mode in this game. It doesn't stop there. So, what item are we going to get now? So, Compensator and Weapon Grease, we can sell those to see how much money we get. We can also sell Exo Springs. That's a mistake, by the way. We thought that was aerial aerial distressor. But then we sold that. We were on the wrong page. We know its position. So shield buster, that's going to be good against Sigma especially. Anyone with armor as well. I was thinking of aerial distressor, but the Sigma seemed like a bigger threat. So weapon jammer is going to do more damage to ground targets than aerial distressor is. Leaves us with 4,500. That would be really nice to go and get Techno Leech, just for the weapon life steal and the extra health. Also gives a little bit of attack speed. That's if we want to maximize the money though, but maximizing the money is not always the best option. So my health's looking pretty decent, and wrist wraps is going to work with chain grasp and cross orbital and coalescence. The same way that 3-tap Tommy gun does. It's got attack speed and it's got ability power. So this is what I mean by I kind of go for the hybrid builds now. Trying to get both ability power and attack speed. Obviously there's some weapon power items that are just too good to ignore. But yeah, I feel like back to the kind of roots of building for both. And it just means that as we start to sell the gadgets, I mean, we've still got medkit right now because it's just an extra item, but we're not going to keep that forever. We get kind of wrecked there. Dealt 1k damage though. So as we sell the gadgets off, it means that you've got a few options. You could make sure you build more ability power and just use chain grasp less. Or you could get gadgets, and I'm just thinking maybe if we make it so that our orbs also hurt, then that would be nice. We do just about manage to survive that one. Oh, Wu Yang, chain grasp off the Sigma. No, actually it was the hazard that got him, but we do take down the Wu Yang there. Sigma very, very low. Fade forward to attack the Ash. Predict the orb movement. Ash gets taken down. Pharah's on us though. Do use our med kit, which does heal us up a bit, but Zenyatta also had a Harmony Orb on us, which is very nice. We keep getting over health as well. Not entirely sure where from, but whoever that is, thank you very much. Okay, push the Ash in the spawn. More stacks. Wanted to go up there and deny the Mega. The spawn turret is shooting us though, but we do manage to get out. Coalescence purely for healing, trying to keep our tank alive. We get pushed up in the air, but we find Jetpack Cat on the floor. Sigma also very, very low, having to push on to the point that Pharah does manage to take down one of our players. Are the enemy team gonna... No, it seems like our team did clean them up. Tracer going towards their spawn as well, but you are not a Moira, I'm afraid. Cheeky little heal over onto the Mei. Chain grasp through the shield. Trying to get those 3-tap Tommy guns. Fade at the rock just in case it hits us. But the Wu Yang ult comes in. Doesn't opt to go for us, which is very lucky. I feel like they could have definitely gone for that. Going to fade through over onto the point. Ash, low health. Taken down. Sigma's trying to run us down again. The dynamites are all here. Bounce the orb to go into the room. Damage onto the Sigma again. Jetpack Cat doing a great job with the healing though. Can we take him down? Very low health. Good positioning from the Jetpack Cat. Gotta respect that. Like, to recognize that they need to not be on the point there. Try and just overhang. They needed line of sight. And a coalescence for good measure at the end. 14 eliminations. 7k damage also. I mean, the amount of damage that we're putting out compared to the rest of the team. Yeah, imagine if we were healing this. We've got 25k. Everybody else is still in like under 10k. And I know damage isn't everything. You get kind of worthless damage, right? You deal damage, the enemy team heals it up. What's the point in that? You just feed cash, and Moira feeds cash inefficiently. So in theory, you'd only want to do the amount of damage needed to kill a player. However, Moira doesn't work like that because, you know, she has no real burst damage. It's all sustained damage. So we just try and put out as much damage as possible. We trade the cash inefficiently, but hopefully it just overwhelms their healers and allows us to put out numbers. So Super Flexor being a great item here. Again, The weapon power is going to work well with Chain Grasp. The ability power you get from it is going to work well with Cross Orbital. We also picked Phantasm. So we want to keep Shield Buster. Wrist Wraps we can buy as well. Might buy that one back. I'm looking for another item to pick here, and part of me goes, Smart Orbs. They've changed this item. It gives a bit of weapon power, some ability power, and it slows them down. And since I'm seeing the Sigma as like the primary threat, the Smart Orbs, while they do make it a little bit easier for Sigma to eat them, it does mean it will stick around and maybe do a bit more damage to that tank. We don't have Cyber Venom or anything. Still a very good item to have, by the way. But, I mean, this is working so far, right? So, until we feel like we're struggling, I don't feel the need to sacrifice our damage output in order to debuff the enemy team. Pharah over on the jump pad. Jetpack Cat. Pocket Jetpack Cat. Can we take him down? We can indeed. This jump pad helping us out a lot against these flyers. Pharah's up there, taken down as well. Oh no, that wasn't the Pharah, that was the Ashe. That's the Pharah. Eliminated, and 2k damage in that first fight. Couldn't do a save there. Can we get the Sigma? The risky fade forward is very risky though. Oh, I think we messed up this one. I think we messed that up. Can we get our fade in time? We do get our fade. Got a little boop there though. Oh, Pharah putting some pressure on us. The hazard walls to heal us, by the way. Great play from the hazard. Recognizing that. We've got our coalescence. It's not going to do a lot, but we do have some ability power and attack speed, so we can try and do something with it. Yeah, you see their health just doesn't really move. Pharah though. Or someone at the back getting very, very weak. Sigma tries to rock us. Does not work. Make sure you guys like the video. What? As now we're trying to fade jump up top. We do hit the jump. Try and pressure the Ashe. We're actually going for the Jetpack Cat, but they flew off. Oh no, can we save our player? No, he's way too tanky. Okay, Pharah's over in the point. Our hazard in a bit of trouble. The barrage comes in. We weren't going to heal that. People will be like, why didn't you heal a tank? We're not healing our tank there. We got 7,700 damage. And not a lot of healing. Our team doesn't have a lot of healing, to be honest. Hazard's probably like our primary healer. That's so weird, right? We'll do the damage, you do the healing, Zen will amplify the damage. Which is a factor, by the way, that we've got to consider. There are Discord orbs on players. Which means our damage is going to be amplified, and that, you know, that's what the Zen's doing for us. So we can't say, oh, this was a complete solo carry. You know, our team are doing their bit. Oh, can we hit the fade again? Around the other side, but Jetpack Cat went the opposite direction. Pharah's there, not really attacking us. We're attacking the Pharah a lot. They don't seem to see us as the priority. Maybe we're a little bit too slippery. Or they're just trying to get down the Zen. Oh no, we fade the Sigma Rock straight into a Bob. 10k damage, more than our entire team combined right now. Enemy team still putting out good numbers though. Like their top 3 players, 5k, 5k, 4k. You know, there's only so much damage you can actually do. And we're kind of stealing most of it. Sigma ult doesn't get us. Pharah's on us as well. Barrage. Can we escape around the corner? We can. Heal up the Mei, who's very low health. Mei's kind of overpowered, so we definitely want to make sure that they're healthy. We have to fade somewhere. No! We could have faded anywhere else other than in the most predictable location, which was out the choke point. We could have faded over towards the Mega, but instead we chose poorly and got hit in the face by a rock. Our team's still doing a good job. Tracer actually doing a lot of work in this game. Like, sure, we may have double their cash, right? But I do notice a lot of finishing kills. And you've got to give credit for that. That's kind of what Tracer does, right? Harassment and quick finishes. Back onto the jump pads again. Orbs at Pharah's. What a world we live in. Just yet. Oh, go for the cat arcs. There we go. They're keeping the Pharah alive. But I mean, look, if we're attacking the Pharah, we're still occupying the cat, right? So that's 2 players. Although, actually, no, that's wrong, because the Pharah's not occupied. The Pharah is shooting everybody else. The jetpack cat's just neutralizing us. So we go for a coalescence. Cat's gone in just to try and get a touch in time. Pharah does get taken down. The cat's somewhere around here, but not going to get a touch again. And we do take the game. 4-0, 40,000 damage. 11k healing, huh? 57k cash. It's a good game. As I said, we went beast mode. But the next game, a little bit more tricky. I think we also play it really good. We got play of the game as well. Let's check out where this is. It's on the jump pads. Yeah, just bouncing around. Not much to say about it. Let's go straight into game number 2. Right, up against the Hazard. A Pharah, a Freya, a Mercy, and a jetpack cat. Flying compositions. We've got Sigma, we've got Reaper, who's I think going to be going for the fly-through build. We've got an Ashe, who is on weapon power, thank God. A Brig. Brig's not going to have the best game, but I mean, pack build is just going to be about surviving, right? And then, of course, I'm on Moira. We're also up against groups of players. I don't know, I think at least 3 of them are grouped together. I think it's the Mercy, who's just a perma group player, the jetpack cat as well, and with the Pharah or Freya, I don't know which. I think the Pharah actually. Oh, come on. Okay, we do manage to get down the Freya, but the Mercy's on us, the Hazard's on us. They do take us down. Unfortunate. Yeah, Brig. I wouldn't want to be a Brig against this comp, but especially the Hazard seems to be very aggressive as well. Now we've gone for pretty much the same build. We've got medkit, we've got I think we've got electrolytes and weapon grease, so we didn't need to go too much into the round 1 build here. We're the wrong side to heal our tank up here though. Playing with a fair amount of confidence here. Can we at least take down the Pharah? No, we're going to have to fade back. Probably going to get chased here. Chased down by the Hazard. Very aggressive. Creating a lot of space for the flyers, which is, yeah, what they should be doing. And they're doing it very well right now. Getting fed as well. Coalescence. Oh, I want to use it for healing. But everyone was just behind walls. They need to buff Coalescence so it goes through walls. Maybe not. Oh, took a lot of damage. Don't go for me, Hazard. Let me get the Mega. Okay. Freya ult comes in on the choke point. We're still trying to focus. Can we get Chain Grasp and take down that? And wow, the health went full. Time's ticking away though. We get the Pharah down. Can we get to the point for a touch? We cannot. And a bit of a struggle. But our builds will almost certainly come online.
Let's have a look at our MVPs.
Now I'm trying to decide here if I should be itemizing to try and combat the flyers, or should I itemize to chain grasp off of the Hazard to combat the flyers. I also thought it's actually a really good opportunity to not go the standard kind of chain grasp cross orbital, but maybe look at that remote reciprocity, whatever it is. So that item there is after doing 300 damage. Sorry, 300 grasp healing, you'll get extended range. Now I know we've picked cross orbital now. I said I was only thinking about it. So having a look what we should get. Ballistic buffer just makes a lot of sense. We're looking for it now. Shield buster, I think is the wrong choice here. I feel like we could have gone with something like aftermarket firing pin and then weapon grease as well, and we'd have the permanent 15% attack speed rather than the 5% weapon power. Yeah, the shake of the head there. So yeah, at the moment we are still going for cross orbital. I think is really important for our survival, but we will be looking at some of the other items, other powers going on into the game. Okay, Hazard's up top. Let's fire the orbs there, but see if we can put pressure with the chain grasp over onto the Mercy. Oh, the wall nearly got in the way, but quick fade reactions there. Okay, get that chain grasp damage out. We've got to make sure we do some healing though. Sigma's really going to need that. Where are they? No idea. Brig's in a bit of trouble, does get taken down. We do get Jetpack Cat in return though. Can't get the Mercy here. Can we? We're going for it. Cross all will keep us alive. Nope. Did not work. 1k damage. Our Ashe having to retreat all the way back to spawn. At least until the Mega's up. Right, this game's proving to be a bit of a struggle. But yeah, flyers are very counterable these days. Mercy low health, burning from the Reaper, like Wraith through. Same with the Freya, I think. Jetpack Cat's on us. Try and chase them, but they're so fast. Bounce the orb. We know they're going to go for the Mega, but the orb just flew past first of all. Okay, now we're kind of in no man's land. Our team has cleaned up. The enemy team. We're expecting spawners though. Go on, Mercy, go through the window. Opted for... That's just unlucky. Well, we have to fade back. That's a shame. If Mercy didn't have any target there, she might have just jumped down. And then we'd be good. Holding the fade. Do get a couple of them down. 5 health. Jump all the way back. No. Jetpack Cat's so weak. Hazard ulted us as well. An ult for an ult. I think maybe he might have got somebody else in there as well. Otherwise, it's just a solo ult to try and lock us out of Coalescence. Don't think it's worth it. Enemy team doesn't need much objective time though. And I said group up, but it was more like come to me because look at the objective. We're making sure that they do not take the lead here for free. We're just hovering around it. I mean, there's 34 seconds left, so it's not the end of the world. But if we can hold the lead and then we make a push, it's very, very strong. Reaper going in for an ult as well. We're putting damage over onto the Freya. Moving the bot now. Enemy team did not take it. They didn't take the lead. 18 seconds remaining. Damage orb over onto the Freya. But the Pharah was waiting. Surprise. Surprise. This is where I'm trying to say, okay, make sure that they don't get the lead at least until we spawn. Because then we can go down and contest it. But it's our team moving the bot and the enemy team opted not to even engage, not to contest. I think they had the players there to do it, but maybe not.
Up next, rev those engines. It's time for a payload race.
Right, enemy team with a bit of a cash lead. It's not too big, like 5k. Aerial Distresser. It's time we target these flyers. Get rid of Shield Buster. I want to keep Ballistic Buffer, but I'm just like, more damage maybe? It's always that thing, right? Sometimes you got to be sensible and keep the items. The defensive items, too many players just build damage. On Moira, you can kind of get away with it, but Ballistic Buffer is just going to be so good here. Wrist Wraps, 3-tap Tommy Gun, Ballistic Buffer, Medkit Gadget, and my favorite Electrolytes. Knowing that if we W into the enemy team and we get killed, the downtime is drastically reduced. Plus, when we initially charge into the enemy team, we've got an extra 100 overhealth to do that with. The overhealth is nice. It's the running out of spawn, which is good. Asks, you know, if Stratosphere Beacon and Reaper Power slower stacking. I don't think they are. It's still useful to have Stratosphere though, because that's going to work on your weapon attacks as well. Also, if the Reaper slow is running out of time, and then it triggers Stratosphere just because the cooldown, like timing, you'd get another slow. So I think it's still a good item to have. It's also giving you extra health, which is going to make the Reaper Wraith damage. Looking for the Pharah there with the orb. Freya's a bit weak. Ooh. Orb in there. That's going to heal up our Sigma as well. Hazard with a mini nano boost. Or something. Like, what even was that? I have no idea. It looked like he was glowing like a nano boost, but there's no Ana. So maybe that's something new. Okay. Try and target the players at spawn, so hopefully it isolates their tank a little bit. Freya's on us. We get stuck. The bolt didn't do too much anyway, but we faded it just in case. 3-tap Tommy Gun damage over onto the Hazard. Coalescence, oh, a little bit too late. Was hoping we could eliminate the hazard first and then heal our tank, but did not work out. Hazard pushing us back a little bit. Ashe getting a kill over onto the Pharah, but the Brig's now isolated. Can't go too close to that wall in case it hurts a lot, so we just throw an orb over to the Brig. Trigger 3-tap with the gadget. Want to use our orb as well. Jetpack cat. Oh, they're throwing the Reaper off the map. Can we even take him out? Problem is I don't want to get booped by the Pharah here, so we had to kind of not wait for the cat to get back. Might still get him here though. Well, actually our Reaper did. But yeah, didn't want to stand too close to that cliff face. There's a lot of things on their team which can throw us off of there. Oh wait, did our Reaper not die? Did they just Wraith and fly? I don't know. That's one for you guys to rewind if you wanted to know. Okay, spawn turrets. We don't want anything to do with those. They are a bit scary. You can tank them for a little bit of time. It's like some warning shots first of all. The Reaper ported back up. That's the worst fade we could have done. We faded out of line of sight. I mean, sure, we don't get targeted, but we can save anybody as well. Jetpack cat throwing us off the map. We can't fly. So we do get taken down. Dealing good damage though. The aerial distress is definitely helping out. It's not quite the carnage of the last game. But we are putting out the damage. Freya very low. Didn't manage to take him down. Yeah, the healing's a little bit stronger on the enemy team here. I think with the Mercy pockets as well. It's a little bit brutal. Can we heal up the Reaper? Just buy time. We know how the Reaper's playing, so we know downtime after Wraith is pretty much the only thing that stops him. Okay, target the hazard a little bit. Looking for the Pharah. I thought I heard them up high there, but they're around the corner. We found them eventually, but Freya found us. Our team is in the lead though. Sigma ult going in over onto the hazard. Does pull the Sigma down to the ground, but costs him his life. As our Ashe is pushing the objective. Well, was pushing the objective, currently not. Let's see if we can get the enemy team off of... Ooh. Actually, this is kind of scary. Their tank is there. The cat's chasing us a little bit. We're going to fade back. We're right where the hazard is, I think. It's a little bit scary. Freya eliminated by our Ashe. Hazard is on us. We're going to fade, jump up, take the high ground. It means they'll have to leave the objective if they want to chase us up here. Hazard trying to push over towards R1. Mercy, not going to happen. Do you take the round? 9k damage this round. 3-tap Tommy gun is so broken. But I'm all for it right now. It's helping me.
Coming up, get ready for chaos in Clash.
Not the best flyer map, which is nice. However, Hazard's going to be putting out a fair amount of spam. There are cliff faces for Jetpack Cat to throw players off. And it's not that good for Chain Grasp either. Now I'm trying to decide what to go here. The problem with this power is that you really need Precarious Potency to make it work. But I don't want to get Precarious Potency. I don't plan to do that much healing. So we get it anyway, but at what point have we been doing 300 weapon healing? Still, if it does trigger that little range increase, I mean, it's quite a substantial range increase actually, but also it's going to deal more damage. I thought we'd try it out a little bit. I have tried it out with Precarious Potency and it can be really good. If you want to do a kind of hybrid healing damage build, a lot like how I play Moira in regular ranked, because we're not full DPS Moira in regular ranked, we're very hybrid-y. And I think that power works really well if you go something like Precarious Potency, maybe even the orbs as well. So you could go for something like Cross Orbal, Precarious Potency, that power, whatever it's called. And then, I don't know, maybe something like Phantasm. Then you could have a really good healing and damage build. Not building entirely into the weapon power. I don't like that. I feel like your orbs are still strong. That's one of the problems I have with Ethereal Excision in this as well, other than the fact that it also applies Cyber Venom to your own team, which is one of the reasons why we're not really picking it. What I don't like is that you get kind of locked into just weapon power builds. So yeah, we opt against that. Oh, Jetpack Cat does go down. Ashe taking him out there. Our team take this midpoint. Don't really want to fade forward there. Oh, if only we had that range now. Look, there's a little bar on the left which shows it's like a resource meter, right? So it's triggered now, so we'll get the range upgrade, but we never used it. And now we're just not doing the healing. So yeah, we're really not making use of this power. Precarious Potency basically triggers it permanently as soon as you apply any heals. The extra healing that it does over time just builds that meter loads, and then yeah, you end up using it a lot. But without it, we don't really get it. I should have just gone for Precarious Potency. You know, probably shouldn't have gone for this at all, but yeah, I wish it worked a little differently. I don't know how, but I don't like that the meter's just suddenly triggered and you have to almost force yourself to go and attack. Coalescence used for healing purpose here. Actually get quite a lot of healing. I think Brig probably did most of it, but at least we were pointing it at players. Freya behind. Use medkit. Get that 3-tap stacks. Fade also triggered them there. Freya's taken down. Our team all over this point. The cat is coming in over onto the point. Mercy pocketing them, but they do have to fly out of the point. That means the hazard's isolated, so we're going to try and focus him as much as possible. Does get eliminated without those support heroes. However, Jetpack Cat takes down our Sigma. We take down the Pharah. The cat's flying around all over the place. Does get eliminated. Mercy low health, surely going down. Pop medkit. More stacks. The 3-tap Tommy gun over onto the hazard. And nobody else is going to get in to touch in time. Nearly 6k damage. Our Ashe actually did more, which is, I would say, expected, because, you know, against flyers, Ashe is going to be great, but Ashe is a bit trickier now to play since this patch. Calamity stacks now. When you miss, you lose them, but you do get a bit more damage on it. So players who can hit their shots can be very, very strong. Checking the groups. So yeah, here's the Pharah. So Pharah, Mercy and Jetpack Cat all in a group, all as flyers. Got the Freya and the Hazard joining them, I guess, as solo players. Okay, 14k cash. Clear up some of the items. I feel like these are the essential items, but the money's awkward. I mean, a 10k item with Aerial Distressor, but the problem is we want a gadget, right? Don't think we need Salvage Slugs. Sonic Recharger, definitely not. Sundering Vial, maybe, but I think it's probably just a better idea to sell the gadget at this point. Just so that we can get a 10k item or two of the cheaper items. We could get Talent Modification Module here with something like Shield Buster or Advanced Antibiotics. And I do feel like that would be a very good choice. Probably a better choice than Volskaya Ordnance. I don't really get how this item works. It used to be quite simple to understand, and I think they claimed they made it more simple, because they're like, oh, for bonus life that they get, for every 100 bonus life that a player gets, you deal more damage. And the problem that I've got with that is, what's bonus life? Is it life over their base character? So you know how Stadium Cash generates extra life? Does that count? Is it just the items that give health? Is it's just, I'm not really sure. And quite frankly, I can't be bothered to test it. But yeah, I want to know if it's good or terrible. Because if it's like, okay, in the late game, everybody has quite a lot of bonus life, just because, you know, it gets increased by cash, then this item may be busted. But if it is just, you know, the 25, I mean, hardly anyone ever has 500 bonus life. So yeah, it's a weird one, but we picked it anyway. I don't think it was the right choice. I think something like talent modification, or even just like wrist wraps and shield buster, probably would be doing more at this point. Like, we don't have to maximize and spend the full 10k. The one thing I do know is I think I prefer getting this to having the gadget and something like Sonic Recharger. Sundering Vial could have been alright. I think there is a little bit of overhealth on the enemy team. At least that way we've got some sort of debuff. I normally see the overhealth on the cat, but also when Freya jumps in the air. Still, it's not going to do that much. We could have also kept the gadget and just bought talent modification module. Just that, 15% weapon power. Could have bought Nano Cola, get some more AP, but not as strong against the flyers. Yeah, this item, don't copy this one, not until somebody in the comments confirms exactly how it works. I don't want theory crafting, I want somebody who's tested it. Okay, enemy team do manage to cap the objective. We got 90% though. Rally comes in. They're a bit low. Got hit by a Freya though. Sigma taking down the Pharah and Jetpack Cat. Mercy gets eliminated. Faye jump up to the top. Hazard's isolated alone. And deleted from the objective. Enemy team not looking like they're going to get... Oh, actually, Jetpack Cat can. Going for the fly through. Does not touch the ground fast enough. 27k damage. The flying stack defeated. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the games. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. I am working on a video which is the standard build. Like the go-to, you know, my anti-sustain build for those of you who've watched many of my videos. I want the new version of that, but also how to do it in the early rounds. So I'm working on that. It's just I haven't yet got the games. GG's guys. See you soon.